Okay, let's go wild. Let's win an Emmy for Best Podcast today. Hello, everybody, and welcome to That's Enough, the podcast where me, Grace Ryder, and my guest overshare online to the point where we're like, okay, that's enough. So, Grace Kuhlenschmidt, we have here with us. Yes, welcome, the star of the Daily Show.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to have you. Grace.
It's an honor to be on a podcast with someone I have so much in common with. Yes. 5 letters in common with. Mm-hmm. It feels like home.
It feels like home. I feel like Grace's have an immediate connection of like...
Certainly.
We know. And there's things I want to get into. But first, let's overshare.
Okay, great.
So my overshare is that I think God is real because I prayed to him and I said, don't give me a boyfriend until my underwear is clean, until I have clean underwear.
Oh my God.
That's my overshare. And now I wish I could go back and take the prayer back because I think it's too true. Now my underwear is clean at the moment, but I mean like consistent clean underwear.
Totally. You need to like kind of remove the sin of dirty underwear, and then you'll get a boyfriend.
Well, yeah, because I figured I was like, they're having spontaneous sex, and you never know what
they
you're
as in couples.
Yes. They're always like, let's romp in the hay, and it's like, well, are people ever thinking like? When I'm watching movies, and they're like getting sexy, I'm always checking the underwear.
Totally. They're not going to show that shit in movies. Hollywood is
they're afraid.
It's disgusting what they don't show.
Yeah, they're afraid to show like like a dirty pair of underwear.
Yeah, they don't want to show cum and shit on there. And it's just it turns me off.
I'm like, this isn't real. This isn't my experience.
That's why I don't watch anything besides reality TV.
Yes.
They're the only ones who really show dirty panties.
Yes. And dirty panties and have boyfriends, because that can coexist.
It can coexist. I want you to know that.
Yeah. And do you believe in God?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I said that uncertainly. I don't. I certainly don't. I respect it. I wish... I'm agnostic, so...
And that means
you know
maybe...
the definition of that big word?
That's a big one. I haven't heard this.
I could believe it. I could not.
Okay, you could. So if given some pretty good evidence...
100%.
Like the evidence, I still don't have a boyfriend. My underwear's still dirty. You think that's a correlation of like God existing?
Holy fucking shit. Holy shit, dude.
Is that not good enough evidence to get you into church?
It's pretty good. I'm really looking for like kind of an alien to touch down and like tell me.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
This isn't working for me today. I don't think I'm going to believe in God by like
from
kind
this.
Of EOD.
My testimony isn't compelling.
Not quite enough for me.
That's fair.
But that's just because I see it so clearly for you.
Yes.
I would have thought you had tens of boyfriends.
Tens? Just
in a sister wives kind of way.
In a sister wives kind of way. My mom loves that show. Watching it all the time.
Do you watch it?
No, I'll come in and she's watching it, so I've gathered clips. One of them separated. She's living her best life in like a tiny house somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
So she's doing good, but
the sister, it's all the one guy with the like goatee, right?
Yes, yeah, and he got a hair transplant recently, I think.
Gotcha. And that show's like airing like live 2025.
Oh, yes. TLC.
Oh my God.
It's going.
Well, I've been digging into sister wives stuff lately because I watched a documentary about these really intense Mormons. Not regular Mormons, like really intense ones.
Really?
In a cult way. And all the men had like, if they had like one wife, it was like
yeah, like you're a nerd.
You're okay, nerd. Gay.
Like okay, this guy, that's his beard.
Yeah. So, and it was really crazy. Oh. It's just made me think.
What's the documentary?
It's called Keep Sweet, Pray, and Obey.
Mormons,
excellent.
Fascinating.
Agreed.
I find them very fascinating.
Do you watch The Bachelor by any chance?
Listen to this. Shout out to Bachelor Fan Take on YouTube. I watch The Bachelor through a guy who like summarizes the whole thing and puts in office memes every once in a while and Parks and Rec memes.
That's a really great.
Wait, because
there's a Mormon girl this season.
No. I know you love The Bachelor because the season that who was that gorgeous woman? Maria.
You
were posting about her and I was like, wait, we're having the same. That was kind of my first season I was really into, and you were like posting about it. You're a Bachelor fan, right?
Yes. Had Maria been on, I've been watching for a long time.
Okay.
Like, I think I started watching when I was like straight up like 12, and I have not missed a season since then. You're kidding. And had Maria been on when I was a teenager, I would have come out 10 years sooner.
I'm telling you, most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
I immediately followed her on Instagram. I want to just say followed her before like she had a ton of followers. I was there ground zero. I was like, she's gorgeous.
You're like, I actually made Maria.
I was like, I made her what she is today, damn it. And I was like, her hair is so shiny.
I know, she's so beautiful.
Let me get into something more comfortable.
It's also a confidence that scene is so good. But there's just like, I don't know, when I watch The Bachelor, it's really not a hot take, but it's like the majority of the women on the show, and the men on the show too, are just like unconfident. I mean, they're like 20, like 4-year-olds who are like leaving the mansion after one day, and they're like, I just am worried that I'll never find love. And it's like, it's like, well, it's okay. The odds were low as fuck there.
They barely see each other either. Like, I understand, one, they're all in this room together. Or this mansion, and they're drinking, barely eating. Right. So obviously, like, emotions are high, and I can't really judge because, like, given that, I would be crying every day too. It'd be like,
me too.
But every season, it's like, with the girl that's like, why is she kissing my boyfriend? You know the show, and this happens, but I understand living it. It's probably different than watching it, but like, okay, can we cut that out?
I know.
Because we get it.
Yeah.
We get it, girls.
I know. It's really, but you know, it's from a anthropological place, if you which I know you and I both come from. We put our glasses on and we love to think anthropologically
to study people.
It's just an amazing show, and I love it so much.
Really, you don't find it like incredibly boring?
Not at all. Last night, today is a Tuesday. Last night,
Monday nights,
I was home. And it was 7 p.m. and I thought to myself, what the fuck am I going to do tonight? And then I kind of realized like, oh my God, it's Monday. And I actually joy filled my body. I'm being so buzzing, head to toe. Shaking. And I was like, Bachelor. Oh my God. I get 2 hours of this.
Wait. It's 2 hours.
Episodes
I thought it was
2 hours.
See, that's why I can't do it, and that's why I watch the Bachelor fan take. He reviews it and goes and cuts it down to just like, this is the group date, this is who got the rose, and goes over like some drama moments and like has like little funny quips and stuff. Right. That I'm like, I can do that, but like, if the show's on, it starts out strong, and then eventually I'm on the phone.
I understand. I really think I like it so much because it's like a nostalgia for me as well.
I get that. Do you watch it with people, or is it just
I do. You? Frankly, I do prefer to watch it alone. Like,
really?
Sometimes
I was going to ask to watch it with you, but that's the only way I would watch it.
No, I would do that. It's when I've watched it with like bigger groups, like 6+ people, where I'm a little bit like, everyone needs to stop fucking talking.
Yes.
Because I can't hear a word they're saying.
Yes. Yeah. I need just like someone else to be like, oh my God, can you believe that? And just like a quick soundboard just to like, 100%. And then I'm good. But 6 people, that does not sound like a good amount to watch.
I can hang with friends at other times, but I'm busy from 8 to 10 p.m. on Mondays.
Absolutely. Now, can you tell us your overshare?
Yeah. So when you told me to bring an overshare, I brought a story. I didn't bring like a phrase. A
phrase. Yeah.
I didn't bring something concise.
I don't want to like get into all my stories.
That's fair. You gotta keep some.
Keep little fun ones.
Okay. So this is an overshare because of an undershare.
Oh, that's beautiful. Kind of that's like, poetic.
I thought that would be really amazing for people who
that's
mathematical, kind of the square root of an overshare.
Because of an undershare. I love that.
So
set the scene.
I work on The Daily Show, which is a political comedy TV show. I'm the star of it. There's really, it's all unknowns on the show, specifically the host,
They
Jon
brought
Stewart.
you in to bring more viewers. Yeah. I mean,
it's true.
Yep.
And around like the summer of this past year, we were getting ready for like the election. And I'd been going to like these I went to like the Republican convention, the Democratic convention.
Damn.
And I feel like it was like kind of ingrained in my brain. Like we had like, you know, like safety talks with security and whatever and whatever. And I feel like I just started in my brain when like an Uber would pick me up from the office. Sometimes like an Uber driver will be like, oh, do you work at the Daily Show? Because there's like a big sign out front. Yeah. And so I started telling Uber drivers like, no, I work, but I just work in like production. Because I don't want to say like,
yeah. Was that part of the safety thing?
Yeah,
they were like, don't.
They didn't even say that. I just was like getting in my head where I was like, you know, if someone's picking me up and dropping me off at home, I should probably not say something that would reveal my entire identity.
I think that's safe.
Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm like, is that insane? Like, why am I lying to people?
Well, you want to protect, like, you just don't want to give out your address.
But
I think that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. But the way that this came to a head for me was I was on a train from New York to DC to film something for the show. Okay. And I was really excited because I was going on business class on Amtrak. And I've never done that before. And the seats are like assigned.
Are they in a different cart completely?
You're in a different cart. Ooh. And so we're like in one of the first few cars. Ooh. And all the seats are assigned and it's all like double seats with like cool like footrests and stuff.
Love.
And I'm like, this is gonna be so fucking fun.
Yes.
I get to my seat. It's unfortunately a table with a grandma and a grandchild, like probably like an 18-year-old grandchild. Oh. They're eating full dinners. They have like straight up like fried pork chop, mashed potatoes, multiple
that they
sides
brought, or is
that
this...
they brought.
Okay, right, because I was like, no way Amtrak's making that in their kitchen. Pork chops?
No.
Wait,
they brought it like from what station? Like Penn Station or wherever.
Wait, so yours is a table, it's not a two-seater.
Correct.
Wait, huh?
Which I'm already annoyed about.
Okay, Daily Show not splurging.
I'm like...
You're in business class.
Well, that's the thing, but apparently in business class, it's like completely random where your seat is.
So it's either you get the nice one with the feet rest or the table with the family with the buttons, with the pork chops.
The thing I was most excited about was the footrest.
Yeah, and laying back.
I have small legs and it's nice to have a little footrest sometimes. Tiny.
Tiny. Just gotta...
Exactly.
Which honestly, I feel like you could just put the train on and get those puppies up there.
100% could have.
Yeah.
But in this moment, I kind of was like, this is going to be a long ride.
Yeah. And
I'm also sitting next to this woman so it's like four of us, right? I'm sitting next to this woman who is so pissed. Like she's truly, she's like, standing up, looking around, like asking anyone, like, and these seat assignments they're 100%, they can't be changed at all.
Yeah.
Like she's
going
pissed
through the same thing you are, but she's vocalizing it.
And so I'm pissed at her. It makes me get on the side of the grandma and the grandchild because I'm kind of like, excuse me, lady, they're enjoying their meal. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, anyways, this woman ends up leaving. So then it's just me, the grandma, and the grandchild. Okay. And they ask me, they're like, what do you do for work? And I'm like, I just lie. Yeah. I'm like, I just work in production. Yeah. And they're both like, oh,
a movie star.
What do you do in production? And I was like, oh, I'm just like kind of a PA, like.
So you're going further now. You're going into it.
I'm like, I'm a PA. I'm trying to get to a place where they stop asking questions. Right. Of course, it's really not. I am lying with a capital L. Yeah. So I'm like, I work in production. I'm a PA. And they are like blown away.
They're like, oh, that's so cool.
And then this
little Jimmy wants to be a PA too.
Little girl.
The girl goes. Could be Jimmy still.
I'm in school studying production. Oh, and fuck! It's my dream to be a PA.
It's her dream to be a PA. Okay, actually though, I don't blame her because I low key like really 100%. Wanted to be a PA too until I realized it's slavery.
It's slavery. But I was like,
it's child labor.
Your dream is to be a PA. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, like I like that's what I'm in school studying, and I just like want to work. She was
Honey,
like, what
drop out of school immediately. You could get on a set immediately.
But she was like, what do you do in production? I'm like, what's the most like, I don't know, just like
coffees.
I need to get out of this lie. Like I need to stop talking to them. I'm like, I work in like commercial. She was like, oh my God, well, what are you headed to DC to do? And I'm like, I'm like, great. I really gotta lie here. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm doing an Adidas shoot. Like,
which is amazing to this little girl to hear that. She's like, Adidas PA? You're an Adidas PA? Which also, it's so funny to think they're bringing in a PA from New York business class.
Yeah.
To do this Adidas
the whole
shoot.
thing was like so... I just was lying out of my ass, and I really,
shoot.
I was like, she was like, "What was your first ever?
Serena Williams
what was the first thing you ever did?" I was like, it was like for a moving company. Like I just had to for this train ride. It's like 2 hours.
Train ride, you guys are just
whole train ride. They were nonstop asking me questions, so much so that the director of one of the directors on the Daily Show, who was on the train with me, who had his own seat, he came over at one point. I was like, "Hey, did you get the script?" And I was like,
"Yeah, I got the script, boss."
Literally slacked him and was like, "This is so embarrassing, but I will tell you every detail, but I'm lying out my ass to this grandma and grandchild.
Yeah,
please don't say anything revealing my identity."
Yeah. They can come a PA.
Yeah. So anyway, I felt pissed at myself after because I kind of was like, I probably could have actually helped her had I been honest. I probably could have been like, I'll give you an email to someone who can like chat on the phone with you at the least. But because I lied so hard, I just seemed like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like at the end, she was like, it was really like so nice to meet you. And the grandma was like, I can't believe you spent so much time chatting with us. I was like, no problem at all. I just get coffees for people. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah, listen, I'm just, I am just a worker, boots on the ground, just like you, girl. Just like you study. Which also I'm kind of like, wait, what are they teaching PA class, PA 101 in this college?
I mean, who knows? They probably think,
that's got to be a scam.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like the only thing that is confusing about being on a set is maybe like the lingo, which eventually you pick up or you could Google or Reddit. Literally, I got a call sheet. Sorry.
Better than school, Google or Reddit.
Yeah. Sorry. I got a call sheet for the first time. I didn't know anything about this.
I know.
Google it all. I was like, what is SW? And they said start work.
Literally.
It's so easy. Like start work, FW, finish work. And it's like, and then the time you come and that's where it is. And I was like, oh, I just Reddited the whole thing.
I know. Once I figured out like what terms on a call sheet meant, I actually thought I was like enlightened. I was like, and then I like look, now I look at a call sheet and I'm like, yeah, start work, finish. Yeah, that's where the nearest hospital is.
Yes, wait, that's also fun. I like that they do that.
I love that they do that. Let's put the nearest hospital on more things.
I was gonna just
put
say
that on the invite for this podcast,
or like a partiful invite, nearest hospital, nearest hospital, start party, finish party.
Sometimes I think about that though. Anywhere I go, where is the nearest hospital?
The exits you're always clocking. Okay, movie theaters especially. I'm always going.
Oh yeah, I just don't go to the theater often enough
to clock the exits or to think about what would happen in a.
I haven't been in a movie theater in a little bit.
Really?
I would love to go more.
You're not an AMC A-lister?
No, are you?
I am, and I realized this because I think there's some lawsuit going on right now or something.
Oh, really?
Allegedly.
Let's get involved.
I don't know. I think I don't know anything at all. Everything I say is just assumptions.
Totally.
But I think, yeah, 100%.
People know that about you.
Yeah, I make assumptions and I lie.
That's what, before I came on this podcast, a lot of people warned me.
Yeah, they're
that
like,
you are just assumptuous.
She's going to make assumptions about you. Wait, no, question, because I wanted to ask this before.
Yeah.
Now, this house you're renovating, there are four-wheelers there?
Oh, yep. Yeah, my girlfriend has her place upstate. Yeah, there's four-wheelers.
Yeah.
So I feel like you DM'd me at some point asking about these four-wheelers.
Because you were riding them, I think, on your story.
So are you a connoisseur?
Oh, I just, growing up, would go to my friend's cabin. And
Where'd you grow up again?
In Wisconsin.
Okay,
Wisconsin.
Sweet.
So we were four-wheeling in the woods.
I mean, that's so fucking cool.
Which is where you're four-wheeling now, or on a farm type of thing?
It's on a farm. It's upstate, so, it's not like... I wouldn't call
Which is Wisconsin, woods, essentially, I'll say.
Really? They're similar?
Yeah.
I went to Wisconsin one time.
Upstate New York is the Midwest.
Yeah, it kind of is. You are right 100%. About that. But I went to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
See, everyone's been there. I don't think I've ever been there, actually.
But
I think I know it. I think I've heard of it. Yeah. Okay. I think
it was fabulous. I went to I was living in Chicago.
Oh, you lived in Chicago?
Yeah, I lived in Chicago for 3 years.
Okay, love.
And my parents came into town. And I had like a few extra days off work. So my dad was like, I just found this hotel that like just opened. So they're offering like crazy discounts. So we go, it's 50% off the bar all hours of the day.
Yeah.
So me and my parents got so fucked up.
Damn, really?
To the point where at one point, my mom was like, I have to go back to the room. And and I like have this photo somewhere. I wish I still had it. But she texted us like going almost to the room. And then like her text got left on like a typing bubble.
Yeah.
And so we were like, I hope she's back in the room.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes later, we go out into the lobby. She is passed out on a couch, phone open, because like with a few words typed.
Yeah, what were they? And what were they?
It was, I mean, like complete gibberish. But that was like, my mom is not like a big drinker. Like that was like, I don't know what happened to us. We got on Wisconsin time.
Oh yes, no, my mom, one glass of wine. She's doing that too. She's asleep.
Isn't that fun?
The hotel lobby. Yeah, I don't get fucked up with
your parents like
because my dad has diabetes and he stopped drinking because he got diabetes and then just like cold turkey.
Yep.
Quit that. But big on the vape pen weed or the dab pen, I guess.
Yes.
If I may say, Dad.
You can say that.
Yeah, he does that. And my mom, one glass of wine, she's red, rosacea. She's getting red and she's passing out.
Well, I think that's beautiful. I think that's so the way it should be for a lot of people.
And it's for me too. When I get one glass of wine, I'm like, that's good.
100%.
I'm like, I unfortunately do the thing where when I take one sip, I'm like, I'm drunk.
Well, yeah.
and I think it's because more I like just like the, inhibition, the just like
100%.
I'd rather just get there as soon as possible.
Right.
So if I'm holding it and I take one sip, I'm like, no one knows how many I've had.
If it's one. That's true, actually.
Yeah.
I quit drinking a little over a year ago.
Congratulations.
And I had the first like month or two I quit drinking, no one knew. Because I was just drinking like non-alcoholic beers.
Nobody
like
asks.
A 0.0 Peroni. No one fucking knows the difference.
No.
My friend like accidentally had like 4 of my NA beers and was like, what the hell?
And was like, why am I not?
He was like, this is an absolute waste of calories.
Yeah, I'm down 4 of these. Oh, it's got all the calories, none of the alcohol.
It's got, I don't know about the,
because the calories come from the wheat.
Yes.
So if there's not,
it's less calories. Some of them are normal calories, but for the most part, I feel like NA beers are like 60 calories. I feel like regular beer is like 90 calories. I don't remember.
I don't drink beer.
Yeah. What do you drink?
If I'm going out, exclusively margaritas. So why is that a little laugh? Why'd that get a little? What is that?
I don't know, but I
funny?
will say I love that you moved to New York City recently,
and I'm just drinking,
and you're just drinking margaritas. No, I actually think that's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Honest?
No, it's just like
it's
so
the only
whimsical.
thing I drink. Why?
It's
I don't get
like you're just like dancing. You're jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper.
Yeah, and I'm going margarita, and then they make me the spicy one,
licking the
and
salt off your rim
with the lime, and I go, give me the sweet one.
You can't do the spicy marg.
Oh my god, it's so spicy. Why would I want to drink that tingles my tongue like that?
I ask myself that about spice often.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. Sometimes it's so hot, I go, why do I like this?
Yeah.
But it actually reminds me of like, you smoke weed?
I don't. I can't. I get
I can't really anymore either. But when I was in high school, I'd smoke weed every single day. And every single day.
Well, that's why you can't do it anymore
now.
That's
why, 100%.
You've overstayed your welcome.
No, 1,000,000%. Every day I'd smoke weed and I'd go, I'm so fucking miserable right now. I want to get hit by a truck. Yeah, like, because I was so high, I'd be like, this is hell on earth. I can't wait to be sober. Yeah. And then I'd get sober and I'd be like, that was kind of fun.
Wait, let's go back to that.
And that's what spice reminds me of a little bit, is you're like, ow, ow, ow.
Not even fun to eat.
Cut my tongue off. And then you're like, I wonder what another sip will do.
Yeah. Or like the wings.
Yes.
And you're like, and after you just cover it in ranch, and then you like are drinking your soda, then you're like, okay, I think I'm good.
Definitely.
You know, you're eating the celery. you're sucking on the celery.
Like, good for you.
Tongue in the thing like that. you're tonguing that thing, if I may.
Yep.
You're tonguing that thing, and you're like,
you're getting that celery nice and raw. Yeah.
0 calories, mind you. Actually burning calories. Negative calories. You're essentially losing weight, and you're like, let me get back in there and yeah.
Are you a buffalo person?
Oh, see, and I'm not doing spicy stuff. So yeah, the buffalo would be the sweet one, right?
No, buffalo's spicy.
Then no. I'm doing the Parmesan or...
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or like, which actually, fun fact.
Yeah.
Softball, bringing it to softball. Sorry, gotta come to common ground.
Please.
Softball didn't make varsity.
I heard.
Yeah, it's okay.
I heard. Yeah, people have been saying that about you around New York.
I thought I could shake it and lose it, but it seemed to have followed me here. The JV only allegations of not varsity material. Anyways.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, completely lost you on that.
Yeah, I was going.
You were like, what allegations should I be on this podcast?
I was like, the garlic Parmesan wing allegation.
But the varsity team, I became the manager. Fuck. Oh. Which I didn't even become the manager. I became the manager for JV because my sister was a freshman when I was a senior.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and all her friends were on JV. So I just hung out with them and was the JV manager.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but so tryouts happen and then they do the meetings and they're like, Grace, we love you, but you know, you're not on the team, but like, we'd love to have you around. You're such a good energy, you're such a team player, whatever. And I was like, sure. They go to Buffalo Wild Wings after when people find out they made the team.
Yeah.
I pretty sure I had like the raging flu or something. I eat these wings and I like felt so ill after. I like couldn't go to Buffalo Wild Wings ever again.
No.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Never again.
That's so awful. Horror. It's a horror story.
Yeah. And honestly, I became the manager because I like had a crush on this girl that I was like, we're both gonna be, well, actually, like truth be told, I thought I was gonna have sex with her at the away game, that tournament we had.
100%.
She became the JV2 manager. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that? We were gonna be the varsity managers together. And then she was talking about how the JV2 coach was hot because she was like, and I was like, wait, we're way off course here.
What is wrong with her?
I was like, the whole reason.
She didn't stick to the plan.
If I would have known, never mind. I was gonna say if I would have known that I would have joined golf, but golf is in the fall and not the spring.
Oh, so it wouldn't work.
I was like, why are you going to JV2? Come here. We're on different fields too.
Where is she now?
Back home, she's a gym teacher.
Oh my gosh,
she's a gym teacher.
Here's the thing,
which honestly,
like,
I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
When I tell people like, yeah, I played softball, they're like, oh, ha, so funny, like classic lesbian.
Yeah, you loved softball.
I loved it. I had a real blast. But I will say, like, you being a softball JV manager, like, that's gayer.
And mind you, I'm not gay. I know I said I had a crush on that girl.
Yes.
That wasn't, that obviously was a fluke.
You're like, Grace, straight girls are allowed to have crushes on girls and still be straight.
Yeah, and wear their piece of volleyball rainbow. I know it's so confusing, but
you're like, I'm not even a little gay.
I prayed to God. I'm not even a little gay. I don't know. I don't know what I am, and I wish I could find it out soon.
Guys, can we get a scientist or someone?
And I know all the things looking at me and and whatever like may point in one direction or the other.
Really,
truly, I don't know.
The only thing gay about you is just that you were softball JV.
Exactly.
It's really every word added on together. It's softball is kind of 100 points towards lesbian. Then JV, that's another 50 points. And then manager, you kind of go, we're in 6 figures of you are
we're
gay.
Deep. Yeah, we're deep.
But that's not your current occupation.
No, exactly. And I think it was maybe I was gay my senior year of high school.
That's what I was going to say. Sometimes it is a phase.
I think it is for some people. And I think maybe people are like the phase.
So you're like, I'm not gay at all, but I thought I was going to have sex with this girl.
Yeah. And then I visited her a year later.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was going to have sex with her again.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, it's still a phase now.
Right.
Well, it's a phase when I see her type of thing. I'm like, it's a phase.
I love that.
And she also kind of looks like me.
That's so beautiful.
She doesn't, though. She kind of.
I've never had sex with anyone that looks like me. Should I give it a shot?
I thought that was the stereotype. Siblings are dating.
Yeah, but not for me.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
What's your type?
Well, because I'm so beautiful, my type is just kind of ugly bitches.
Yes.
The opposite of me.
Just opposite deal. To balance it out.
No,
you want people to be like, why are you with her?
And then I'm like, it's a write-off, tax write-off.
Yeah, tax write-off. All the gifts I give are charity dinners.
Wait, well, I was gonna say, you know why I believe that you're straight?
Yes,
is because I have wanted to have sex with guys in high school.
Yeah.
So that, and I'm still a lesbian.
Yep.
You know what
absolutely.
I mean? So I think that is so beautiful.
Yeah. I think
I look forward to hearing your straightness. I'm excited about it.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, when the underwear gets clean,
then it's game
it's hoe phase.
Over.
Which just had the thought, if I don't wear any underwear, it can't get dirty.
Oh, New York City, watch out.
Me going camo mode, drinking my margaritas in the city. So now, wait, what should I drink then? Because now I'm thinking about this and I'm like, oh my God.
I mean,
I've had a Cosmopolitan too. Sex in the City.
It's not like,
what am I supposed to drink? Like straight gin?
I personally wouldn't say a Cosmo is more sophisticated than a margarita.
What's a sophisticated alcoholic drink?
I mean, like a Negroni or
what is that?
It's like gin and Campari. You could do a martini. Have you tried a martini yet?
Ugh, awful. Fills my mouth with aroma.
True. That's
a
why
martini.
I like
it's
it.
Like, really?
What kind of martini did you have? Was it?
I think
olive?
It was a dirty. Yeah, olive.
Oh,
is that dirty?
Yeah. Here's what I'll say is, I had to. It wasn't hard because I have a problem with substance abuse, but
Right?
I had to force myself to like martinis.
See, and if
I was hanging out with
people
people older than me for a summer, like 5 years older than me, and they all would get martinis. And I spent like a solid month being like hating every sip I had of these martinis.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something switched for me. And olive juice is like the most, to me, it tastes like delicious, like nature's Gatorade.
See, I guess I understand that because when I was younger, I didn't like coffee.
Yeah.
But then I drank Starbucks Frappuccino or McDonald's Frappuccinos and then the Starbucks Frappes.
See?
Different names. Yep. McDonald's trademarked the Frappe, just so you know.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that, I'm like, okay, that kind of got me on coffee. And is it because the martini has so much sugar? It's like, oh, that's a baby drink.
It's
You're
not
drinking
sugar,
juice.
it's salt.
That's what makes it baby? Salt's badass. It's like...
That's what makes it like nourishing to me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so you're not hating the margarita? Or
Oh,
you are?
no. I love a margarita.
Margaritas are amazing.
It's just funny to me that you're like, that's all I drank. But
It's 2 margaritas and my night's good.
But I don't know what I would have not laughed at. I probably would have laughed at anything that you said because you're just funny. But
okay, true.
I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
Honest compliment. You're funny as fuck, Grace.
Wait, honest compliment, you're straight and you're funny.
Dead ass, I wasn't sure walking into this podcast, but coming out of it, I really think you're funny.
Wait, thank you.
I don't know what I wouldn't have laughed at.
Okay, because now I'm like, whoa.
I respect it because had you been like, yeah, I just drink like tequila sodas.
That's
like,
boring.
What's the fun in that?
And I do love tequila. Like I would just do tequila shots too, but like
100%.
But I love the sugary sweetness of the mix, the margarita mix.
Do you like the salt rim?
When I'm getting them, there's usually not a salt rim on them.
Really?
They're just like handing them out. Like, but yeah, I like the salt rim. I'll lick it, I guess. Yeah.
So you're saying usually when you get drinks, they're handing them out. Like, are you like going mostly to like bars where there's like people walking around with a tray of drinks?
No, I guess I mean like it's like late in the night and they're like,
oh,
they're
sure.
giving you like they don't want you to break the glass type of thing. They're not putting much effort into the. I'm not drinking like Yeah, no, I'm not going to like exclusive parties with like an open bar.
You're getting bottle service just for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and
you're sitting on a couch just like this, and you're like, over here, thank you.
It's just one margarita. One margarita. Salt on the rim. I didn't do that. I was at a bar recently, and I was going to get a Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple or kitty cocktail? What do you call it?
What did you just say? Kitty cocktail?
Yep.
What's that mean?
It's a Shirley Temple.
It's like those are the same thing?
I believe so.
Really?
Wait, maybe not. I always assume...
are you saying that...
Because a kitty cocktail is like for kids.
Right.
A kitty cocktail.
Oh, I thought you were saying that like if you ordered a kitty cocktail, it would be a Shirley Temple.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying they're the same thing. It's just Sprite and cherry.
For sure.
Right?
For sure, but wait. Like some people wouldn't use... Is kitty cocktail a umbrella term?
Wait, stop. That's amazing. Kitty cocktail umbrella term for mocktails brand. Write it down.
Yes.
Instead of Tom Holland's bureau. Bullshit. We do kitty cocktails.
Listen, Tom, call your shit kitty cocktail and you're gonna make fucking millions.
For babies. It's drinks for babies that babies can drink at the bar.
Okay, so you could say to a bartender, can I get a kitty cocktail?
No, they'll probably be like, what? And then you say Shirley Temple and they'll go, okay.
You've confused me.
I know, maybe it's a regional thing.
Perhaps.
Or maybe it's just one drink at like Old Abe's, this like restaurant I went to.
Okay, but your question originally is, do I fuck with a Shirley Temple?
Yeah.
The answer is absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Simply delicious.
Simply delicious.
Mm-hmm. I love the taste. I love the color. Oh, the gradient.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's stunning.
And then the cherry.
Yeah,
after.
I don't really like a maraschino cherry, though.
Oh, is that the one just like drenched in sugar?
Yeah.
Really?
It's the red one.
Do you ever take the cherries and put lipstick on and blush?
No, girl.
Have you seen that on TikTok?
That's a good ass tip.
Girl, go to the grocery store. If you're out of your Maybelline makeup lip, get a grocery store cherry, bite it in half, put it on lip and cheek.
I bet you could just walk up to a bartender and say, I'm in a pinch.
Yeah.
Can I have a cherry?
Quick, I have a fashion emergency. I have a makeup emergency.
I have a hot date, please.
Please.
There is not a Maybelline anywhere here.
Nowhere near me. Where's the Maybelline brick and mortar? Maybelline.
Do you do like makeup?
No, I don't wear makeup.
Yeah, me neither, really.
Yeah.
I wear mascara, but that's it. That came into my life.
Recently?
No, like in college probably. Mm-hmm. And I've stuck with it.
Just the mascara?
Just mascara.
Just because you were like, oh my God, I love it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
but
now
here's the thing, I'm like, I was about to say I'm blonde. I'm not blonde, but my hair is super light. Like I'm a PA and I'm blonde. PA. Okay, do you believe me?
Yeah.
My hair is super light, and so my eyelash hair.
Yep. Also light.
I have to put mascara on.
Yeah, and can I say, looks gorgeous.
Goodness gracious, Grace.
Oh my gosh! Wait, and I want to bring it back to 4-wheelers. Actually, sorry.
Yeah. You're right, because we didn't get to finish that thought. Please.
Yeah, are you racing them? Are you riding them? Do you have a license? Are you wearing a helmet?
No. So here's the deal. I'm not a risk taker.
Okay.
And actually that's my only point. I'm not a risk taker. Yeah. So I'm not doing races.
Yeah.
Are other people doing races on these 4-wheelers? 100%. Mm-hmm. Are other people going as full throttle? 100%. Yeah. Me? Nope. I'm really taking my time. Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at the ground, making sure I'm not going to flip off.
Yep.
I'm protecting myself.
Okay.
I could wear a helmet, but it hasn't crossed my mind.
You should wear a helmet.
You think so?
I mean, I guess if you're not going crazy fast, but you never know what happens.
You never know what happens.
Those things are like the most dangerous thing ever.
No, 4-wheelers are pretty crazy.
Yeah. You should be careful around them. Growing up, my friend's sister was like the risk taker crazy girl. She's the sister that will chase you with the knife, or like I feel like she chased us with like a dead bee with the stinger, and I was like Kendall, stop. Totally. I would get so pissed off at her. I'd be like, you need to just like stop roughhousing.
This is cousin or sister?
This is my like best friend's like little sister.
Yeah.
Who was like the same, like we were like the same, like me and Lizzie were same seniors and they were freshmen, so like we were all like friends with each other because it was like, we're sister friends, sister wives, sister friends.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And she was like crazy. She was like, she would be crazy on the 4-wheeler. So riding with her, you're gripping the back. You're like,
Yep.
It's very dangerous. And we're going through the woods with like rocks and stuff.
100%. It scares the fuck out of me.
Oh my God.
What?
You, because obviously you're repairing this house or remodeling or...
No, my girlfriend is. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're just doing it for attention online?
Oh,
some DIY?
You're talking about my painting in my ceiling light that I did? Oh, that's my apartment in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
My apartment, it's my friend's old unit. And so I'm just kind of fucking with it. I'm doing whatever I want to. I'm probably going to be in this apartment for a few years.
Oh, okay, wait, yeah, because it looks gorgeous. I assume that was a house.
It is like, well, it's a brownstone, and it's, I know, it's fucking amazing.
I see it?
Yeah,
I've never
100%.
seen a brownstone.
100%.
Okay.
It is. So I live in this cool building. It's me, and then my buddy lives upstairs with his girlfriend.
Oh my God, dream.
And it is a dream. And it's cool. It's like all original wood and stuff. So
yeah, it looks gorgeous.
It is ultimately like stunning.
Yeah. So,
but I see, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's what I thought was upstate.
Yeah.
And you were like remodeling, but also four-wheeling.
No, well, I love you being like, so you're lying on the internet for attention?
You're like, so your girlfriend's doing all the remodeling and you're going in there like, oh, I just painted this for attention online and it's working.
No, okay, one of the videos I posted recently, I changed a ceiling light fixture.
Yes.
That is a 45-second video. Took me an hour and a half. It's a ceiling light.
Editing.
So I had to like hold this light up
all by yourself
while I'm drilling.
Yeah.
I thought my arms were gonna just simply disintegrate. I was in so much pain, like shaking, being like,
yeah.
It was really difficult.
And I saw you had a DeWitt screwdriver.
100%.
See, I worked at Ace Hardware. And that's why I
forgot about... Wait, Grace, you want to know something cool? Last night, I'm scrolling on this app called TikTok. Don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I think so, yeah.
And I saw a video of you. And I thought... And it's had very few likes.
Some of them do that. Some of them are like that.
And the story there.
Yeah. And then, so I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, I just am wondering who's paying for this podcast now.
Not me.
I click on the profile. It's great at gracewriter.fanus.
Yeah, there's some people.
It was a fan page.
It was a fan page. Yeah. There's some people stealing. Yeah, but I see it as almost... Part of me is like they're stealing content, but then also a part of me is like, well, bitch, they're putting my face out there like tenfold, so I'm kind of like, I don't even really care.
I know.
But
it's hard to know. It's a fine line.
Yeah, but I'm like, I guess...
I'm sure Harry Styles sees his fan pages and is like, they're copying me.
Well, his fan pages are more hot, sexy edits.
I know. That's what yours should have been.
If they were making hot, sexy edits, I would have been like, all right, for sure. But they're literally just screen recording and then reposting, which I'm like, you know what? That's fine.
They should
That's
be
fine.
All right. If at gracewriter.fanus is listening.
But they say fan. Some of them are just like,
this one said fan.
Okay, so that one I'm like, okay, we'll let that slide.
I do think you guys, let's get some Grace Writer, like real fan edits out. I want just like all dancing videos of you. Let's get some sexy music.
Yeah.
And
any songs come to mind? I mean, Pony is the sexiest song ever.
This is not even a sexy song, but for some reason, the first song that came to mind is, what's that song? Apata.
Oh, yeah. The apartment.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what came to my mind.
I love that.
It feels very fan edity.
Yes, and that's not really sexy, but that's not what I would get. I wouldn't get a sexy edit.
You know what though? You would be sexy.
Wait, can I say this real quick? So I used to work at American High, and they would make edits of us.
Yeah.
And this feels weird because I know I'm saying like essentially I wanted people to think I was like fucking my friends, but every video they'd make of Julia with any other male cast member, they'd be like, they're in love, and then when it was me and anyone else, they're like, they're best friends. And I'm like, not that I want to have sex with my friends or want this to be, implied anyway, but it would be nice to be thought of as, I'm having, I'm pulling.
100%. I mean, I've seen like some of the least funny content I've ever seen in my life on TikTok. Of course.
I thought you were going to say American High, and I was like, that's absolutely.
Can you imagine if I was that brutal?
Found her
Speaking
TikTok page.
Of your first job.
Yeah.
I found that place.
Seen some of the most unfunny stuff. So it does not surprise me that, the fans are not, editing.
Had no faith in you coming out of that place. But you're doing okay.
Yeah, guess you're fine.
I was just saying, I've seen some of the least funny content of my life on TikTok. And
yes,
there are these accounts that are like, just honestly like thin lesbians.
Okay.
Who are they say they're comedians.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually not talking about anyone in specific, to be fair.
Right, so don't try to search people.
No,
you're not
like
gonna find
I really
them.
am speaking generally. But
yeah, broad.
The comments, every comment is like, God, I fucking want you.
Fuck.
Like you, like
you're gonna turn me gay.
Yeah,
and it's me commenting that.
And sometimes I look at my content and I go, well, I'm a lesbian comedian.
Yeah.
There's not a single comment.
Yep.
That looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think I need to post tit more.
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah. Sorry.
I need to post tit more.
Or just more tank tops, I think.
Yeah,
just to
what
show.
I
think more tank tops.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you were wearing a tank top while you were lifting up that light, it would have been a very different story.
It would have been okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
It's just style that could be tweaked, and then
I think your style is great. Like I love your fashion, and I love what you're like doing. But if I want
exclusively thirst comments,
tank tops.
Yeah,
maybe that's me projecting.
No,
I want to see you in tank tops more.
I know you're not gay,
which I'm not.
So project all you want.
Project all I want. It's like a straight woman saying this to you.
Thank you. Exactly.
It's a straight woman giving you advice on how to, if I may say, pull box.
May I say munch box?
Can I say it? Can I say the one with the capital D? I won't. That's for us when we're watching The Bachelor.
Exactly.
We're like, which one's up?
We're just having girl night.
We're having girl night in the brownstone.
We're having martinis.
That the Ubers are all
margaritas.
Daily Show production assistant works here.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Yeah, our dirty you with the dirty martini, me with the just margarita mix.
Well, because
I cut out the tequila.
I'm like not drinking anymore, so I'll just have olive juice.
Olive juice, and I'll have the margarita mix. And we'll do that. Love. Okay, Grace, I had such a freaking blastatron.
About 5 minutes ago, I thought to myself,
this should be over by now?
No, I thought to myself, I fear this is ending soon.
I know.
Before we got on here, I said like, is this an hour and a half?
I know, and I was feeling that pressure.
It's 45 minutes, and I was like, thank God. And now I'm thinking, I wish it was longer.
Yeah, and part of me wanted to run a little longer because I kind of want to cut the lesbian softball part. the part where I said I had a crush on that girl. I kind of want to cut that because I'm like, I just feel like the queer baiting stuff is gonna bite me in the ass. But
That's
not baiting.
Not queer baiting.
Okay.
That's not queer baiting. I've had crushes on guys. Is that straight baiting?
Let's ask the audience.
Let us know in the comments if I'm straight baiting.
All the men in the comments. Fuck.
This is horrible.
I had a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that was part of some mentality that I was thinking. I was like, wait,
sure.
let's run it a little longer to maybe pad out that, but let's keep it in because it's gonna make it in my memoir.
There you go. And that's what matters.
Is it the most interesting thing that's ever happened to me? Maybe. It might be like my peak, and maybe that's why I'm holding on to it because I'm like, this is the only thing that makes me interesting.
Well, but I think that's good.
You're right. Okay. And listen, we don't have to end this. Like, we can remain friends after this.
We can hang in this room actually for 10 whole minutes after we end this recording.
Yeah. And I would love to do that. Do you have anything you'd like to plug for the viewers at home?
Follow me on Instagram at G Kuhlenschmidt. Follow me on TikTok and Twitter, also at G Kuhlenschmidt.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And that is just enough because you're just enough. That's how we end it off. Wait, end it off. Oh, that's enough is the podcast, but you're enough.
Do you really end your podcast like that?
No. We end it like this. That's enough, Grace.
Your enough is so like don't kill yourself.
Just so you know, you're enough. And that's the twist of the podcast is that's enough because that is you and you're enough. Word up. But I actually think now that's enough.
I think so. Thank you. Mwah.